What's up everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to be talking about how to set up the content on your website, what kind of content you are going to be putting up on your website, and also where to get the content from that you are actually going to copy and put on your website. Well, not actually copy verbatim, but you are actually going to take inspiration from another website and then you're going to put that same content on your website by rewriting it. So let's get started. Now, I'm first going to show you the content layout and then I would talk about one special trick that you are going to put on your website and also where to get the content from. So this is how your content is going to appear on your website, okay? Let me center this. Yes. Now, this is a job website, right? So you are going to be creating content in the form of small snippets of text. As you can see here, job title, description, location, and then application email. So that is going to be the format of your job website. You are not going to be creating blog posts on your website. You are going to be creating pages. All right. There are two options in WordPress. Either you can create pages on your website or you can create blog posts. You are going to be creating pages. Now, depending on what kind of website you are creating, your job post would be in that specific niche. For example, you could create a website that talks about aviation jobs or nursing jobs or maybe engineering and management jobs and stuff like that. Or you could create a website that talks about all kinds of jobs. If you ask my opinion, I personally stick to one website that talks about all different kinds of jobs. I have different pages dedicated to different kinds of jobs. As you can see here in the categories section, it says aviation, nursing, IT, engineering, management, executive, and stuff like that. So there are going to be different categories. There's going to be one page dedicated to aviation jobs. There's going to be another page dedicated to nursing jobs, and then maybe one page dedicated to executive management jobs and stuff like that. So it totally depends on you. You could create multiple websites, in which case one website would be centered around one specific job posting, for example, nursing jobs, or you could create one single website that has all kinds of different jobs and then you drive traffic to specific pages on that website having different kinds of job posts. Okay. Now, about the kind of job posts, you are going to be creating small snippets of text. The reason you want to be creating small snippets of text and not long paragraphs is you want to blend the content with the advertisements on your page. Now, if you take a look at the text advertisements on the right side of this page, you would see that these are small snippets of text. Now, you are not breaking AdSense terms of service. You are not blending your content totally with the content in the advertisements because this has a completely different color and the snippets of text are comparatively smaller. Here, you are making it bigger, but you are somewhat matching the same formatting that the content in the advertisement has. So that is how I personally do it, and this has given me great results so far. And in any case, since you are actually offering job descriptions to people, job openings to people, you don't want to be creating long paragraphs talking about the benefits that the company offers, because whenever someone is interested in a job post, he or she is definitely going to find out more information about that company by going to that company website. Okay, so all you want to do is create small snippets of text that contain maybe 2 or 3 different lines, the application email address, the location, description, and the job title. That's it. So create job posts similar to the one that you see on this page, and then since you are enabling advertisement rotation on your WordPress theme, this long advertisement, which is basically a 160 by 600 ad, is going to be appearing on the right hand side of your website, and then again the same kind of advertisement with the same specifications, 160 by 600, is going to be appearing beneath the first ad, which means your entire page is going to have advertisements. Now, if people come to your website and then they scroll down looking for more jobs, they would always find an advertisement accompanying the actual job post, which makes sure that your advertisements get more visibility and your advertisements have more real estate on your website. And that is the whole idea here. Now, since you are enabling advertisement rotation, the second time someone comes to your website, or maybe he visits another page on your website, these advertisements are going to come on the left side of your page, and the content is going to appear on the right side of your page. Now, you don't have to make any changes while you are actually writing the content. These changes have to be made in the settings area of your UltraClick theme, and that I have already talked about in the previous lecture. Let me show you what I mean by that. Now, this is the other variation where the advertisements appear on the left-hand side and the job title, description, and stuff appear on the right-hand side. So that is what I mean by advertisement rotation, and that is the beauty of this theme. You set it once and then you forget it. And since you are doing 160 by 600 ads, these long vertical ads are going to appear on the left or right hand side of your content, making sure that there is no blank space on your website and every area of your website is either filled with content or with advertisement, which actually enhances the user experience. Now, the trick that I would be talking to you about is you are going to put a 160 by 600 ad in the sidebar as well. Okay, as you can see here, this area here. For that, you have to grab the same 160 by 600 code that you put in here, this code, and then you are going to go to your dashboard, WordPress dashboard. You go to appearance, and then inside appearance, you're going to go to widgets area, and in the widgets area, you are simply going to go to the blog archives sidebar. Now, depending on what kind of WordPress install you have, the version of WordPress, this might be just sidebar or blog archives sidebar. Doesn't really matter what this header area says. What it really means is what content is going to appear in the sidebar area of your blog or your website. Now here, all you are going to do is you are going to drag a text widget. All right, this is the text widget. You can simply drag it here and you can just post it here. Okay, now I am not going to make any changes here, so I'll just leave it blank here. I'll just put it back again here. I don't want it. So you are just going to take the text widget and you're going to put it in the sidebar, and then inside that text widget you are simply going to paste the 160 by 600 Google AdSense code. That is going to make sure that your sidebar also has a long vertical ad. Now, I wish you had the opportunity of putting in another vertical ad and making those ads appear longer, but you can't do that because you can't put in more than 3 advertisement columns on your website. So you have already put in 2 advertisement columns in the content area. Remember, one stacked above the other, and then the third advertisement is going to appear in the sidebar area of your website. This not only enhances user experience but also increases click-through rates, because people kind of have a tendency to click on the ads that appear in the sidebar because they think that is going to take them to new pages. Okay, and Google loves it. So you're going to do that. Now, after doing that, there's going to be some amount of blank space remaining there. So you are going to fill up that with the categories section. Once again, drag another text widget. Let me push this aside for a sec. You are again going to take this text widget from here, and then you are going to put that text widget in this area. Okay, and that is going to appear beneath the advertisement area. What that is going to do is that is going to allow you to put in some categories in there. Now, as I told you, you are going to be creating separate pages for each job category. Now, if you have maybe aviation, nursing, IT, engineering, or management executive, and different kinds of categories on your website, which actually means you have different pages assigned to different kinds of job posts, you are basically going to leave a link to those job post pages in the categories section. By doing this, you are making sure that your entire website is complete. Your entire web page is complete. There are no blank areas. There are either advertisements or there is good content so that people can check out that content and they can spend more time on your website, and that not only increases your CTR, but did you know that actually increases your CPC? Yes, if people spend more time on your website over a period of time, your CPC is going to increase. The advertisers who are paying more to Google for displaying their ads, those ads are going to appear on your website. So you need to make sure that people spend more time on your website. For that, you have to enhance their user experience, and that is possible by putting in more content on your website and filling up the entire web page with either content or advertisements. So that's how this thing works, and that is the trick that I was talking about. Okay, the trick here is to put in your 160 by 600 ad code in the sidebar as well. So your sidebar doesn't go blank, and obviously you're also going to put in the category links here in the sidebar beneath this advertisement column. That's it. Now I am going to be talking about how to get the job posts. Where exactly are you going to get the job posts from? Very simple. You are going to go to Indeed.com. Now, this is one of the primary networks that I use. There are a couple of other different networks, for example, Monster Jobs, and then a couple of other different places. But I primarily tend to stick to Indeed.com because they have fresh new jobs every day. So that gives me the opportunity of updating my website regularly. What I would do is I would simply come to this box here, type in the kind of jobs that I am looking for. For example, in this case, it's nursing jobs. So I type that in here, and then I type in the name of a place, maybe New York, maybe Atlanta, whatever place. Doesn't really matter. Type in that place and then click on this button, and that is going to give you these small snippets of text. you are basically going to take these snippets of text and put on your website. Now, you don't have to copy these texts and put them on your website because that is not allowed by Google AdSense. You cannot copy content from anywhere and post on your website. So what you are going to do is, depending on the kind of format that you have on your website, because as I showed you earlier, let me bring that back again. Here I have put in job title, description, location, and application email. So what I would do is I would basically, for example, in this case, it's staff nurse RN bariatric GI nights. So that is the job title. So that goes in the title section. In the description area, I'm going to talk about the degree required, or maybe the kind of experience that is required, and that information you are going to get on Indeed.com. Location, well, it says New York, so New York is going to be the location. And then when you click open this job, in most of the cases, you are going to find some information about where to apply for this job. So find out the application email and put that application email inside the apply email section, and that's it. So you necessarily need to rewrite whatever is written here. You cannot copy this stuff and simply paste on your website. That is not allowed. Please don't make this mistake. Don't copy and paste on your website. Rewrite stuff from Indeed jobs and put on your website, and make sure that you at least put new jobs maybe twice a week or maybe thrice a week. Now that totally depends on the kind of traffic you are getting, how much time you're willing to put on your website, and how regularly you want to update your website. That's it, folks. That's all you need to know about how to set up your website. Put up WordPress on your domain name, put up the theme, and then put up these advertisements in 160 by 600 format, stack them one above the other by enabling advertisement rotation, and put up the 160 by 600 ad in the sidebar area as well. And the blank space that remains after putting this ad area, you're simply going to fill that up with different category pages, which essentially are different pages talking about different kinds of job posts. Okay? And you're going to take the job posts from Indeed.com, rewrite the stuff that you see on Indeed. Don't ever copy that. That's it, folks. That's how you do it. And in the next lecture, I would be talking about the traffic part, which again is going to be very exciting. So I'll see you again in my next lecture. Thank you for your time.